Martha Livingston had spent most of her 78 years believing she wasn't someone people chose. She was gentle, quiet, the kind of woman who spoke softly even to the wind. After her husband passed away, the house felt like a hallway of echoes, every chair too empty, every room too large. One November morning, while she sat on her porch wrapping her cold fingers around a cup of tea, she noticed a small gray cat sitting at the bottom step, not wandering, not passing by, just watching her as if she mattered. The cat returned the next day and the next. Martha began talking to him without meaning to, in the same tone she once saved for her husband during their slow mornings. "You waiting for me?" she'd whisper. He would blink, slow, trusting, the kind of blink that feels like a tiny hug. Martha started leaving out warm milk, then scraps of chicken, and finally a little blanket. But what surprised her most wasn't that he came for food. It was that he stayed long after he'd eaten, sitting beside her feet, like he had decided she was his place. One winter afternoon, Martha saw the cat limping. Panic filled her chest faster than breath. She rushed inside for a towel, returned, and knelt slowly, letting him choose whether to come closer. He did. He stepped right into her lap, trembling but trusting. Martha held him, feeling his tiny heart beat against her palm. At the vet, she learned it was a small paw injury, easily treated. "What's his name?" the vet asked. Martha froze. She hadn't named anything in years. "Oliver," she said finally, and the moment she spoke it, his head lifted, like he recognized himself. Oliver healed quickly, but something in Martha healed with him. Mornings no longer felt heavy. They felt expectant. They would sit in the garden, Martha wrapped in her old shawl, Oliver curled against her thigh, and just breathe the same quiet air. She would tell him things she hadn't allowed herself to feel. How lonely the nights had been. How aging felt like slowly fading from the world. How she missed being needed. Oliver answered in purrs, small nudges, and the comfort of simply staying. He didn't fill the silence. He softened it. One evening, her neighbor's granddaughter visited and found Martha laughing, really laughing, as Oliver swatted at a falling leaf. "He chose you," the girl said. Martha looked down at him, and something inside her loosened. A knot she didn't know had been tied for years. Chosen. Yes, for the first time since her husband's passing, she felt seen, loved in a quiet, unconditional way. Oliver didn't care about her age, her wrinkles, or her slow steps. He cared that she was Martha. And every night when he curled beside her feet, she whispered, "Thank you for finding me." Spring arrived with soft breezes, and Martha placed a small collar around Oliver's neck with a silver tag that read, "If lost, I belong with Martha." Not owned by, belong with. Companions, not possessions. She realized that growing older didn't mean becoming invisible. Sometimes life brought love again in unexpected shapes. A warm purr, a quiet presence, a creature who sits beside you because your soul feels safe. Martha had spent years thinking she had lost her place in the world, but Oliver, with his gentle steps and steady loyalty, reminded her of one simple truth: everyone deserves to be chosen, at any age.